Waiting any longer, we have to talk about the biggest event this weekend. We're talking about the MTV VMAs were last night. Now, music's biggest stars were all in the spotlight, but really, Justin Timberlake was the big winner of the night. Let's take a quick look at his very long performance.
Oh man, I'm just dancing over here right now. That's NSYNC. The fans were thrilled to see that the rumors in fact did turn out to be true. That 90s boy band finally reunited on stage last night during Justin Timberlake's 10-minute long performance in the VMAs. Not only did he play with the guys that helped him make his claim to fame, but he performed all of his number one hits, literally all of them. That's why his performance was so long. He walked with the Lifetime, he got the Lifetime Achievement Award and the Moon Man for Video of the Year. Can't get any better than that. What a big night for Justin Timberlake last night.
And of course, to recap it all, we wanted to bring in Kiss 98.5's Judd. We had him on the show for our Celebrity Co-Host Week, but now we're turning him to the expert of all things music. Now, there's so much to talk about, and I know we kind of want to recap it. So let's start with the drama. I feel like the first thing that happened, we saw Miley Cyrus. So
well, we got to talk a little bit about JT first before we get to that, because it really was his night, right, Judd?
It happened. It really happened.
The rumors were true. NSYNC was there, right?
I was excited for it, and the best part is he did all of his number ones, but as soon as he started going in like reverse order from newest, JT, other than Suit and Tie, backwards, I turned to the people I was watching and said, it's totally happening. He's going backwards. I do wish instead of them rising out of the stage, they did come down in marionettes. That would have been better.
That would have been very.
Now we're talking about NSYNC. A lot of people don't even know who NSYNC are at the moment. You know, that generation, people following One Direction. Do you think that this was a good example of what they're capable of, or do you think it was kind of lackluster?
I mean, the dance moves were a little funny. It definitely looked like they hadn't done it in a while. But it was good to see. I mean, are they going to do the whole Backstreet Boys, New Kids on the Block reuniting tour? Probably not. But it was good. I think it was good, and it was good for them to be there because they really were the start of his career. He wasn't Justin Timberlake and then NSYNC. He was NSYNC, then Justin Timberlake.
Now, we have to talk about Miley because it was kind of the most talked about moment, I would have to say, even beating Justin Timberlake, because it was just kind of...
In a bad way, most talked about. Not like everyone loved Justin. Miley, everyone's like, what the...
It was just kind of insane. So, I think this was her way of saying, here I am, I'm a grown-up. I think she broadcasted a little bit. But what are you saying over there? What does the music industry think of this?
Well, I think everybody thought Gaga was going to be the most shocking and outlandish performer of the night, but clearly it was Miley and the teddy bears and the weird outfit and foam fingers and dancing with Robin Thicke. It was very strange. Clearly she's trying to violently shake away the Disney, veil that is on her.
Literally.
But it was kind of weird, and she didn't sound all that good either.
Well, I really think that there's so many other ways to show that you're adult. When I want to feel like an adult, I have a cup of coffee and I eat quinoa. I don't need to get down into my skivvies and dance around. So I think she definitely missed the boat on this one.
Yeah, completely.
And Judd, Blurred Lines was really the song of the summer. I know it didn't win the award because the One Direction took it away because it was a fan vote. But I mean, how can they let Miley kind of step in and, I don't know, really kind of destroy the song of the summer with Robin Thicke on stage? Could you believe that?
That was I tweeted out as soon as I saw that happen. I said, MTV, how could you let her step on Robin Thicke's performance? It's one thing that if they went back to back, but to have her still come out and sing with him and then even during his other song that she wasn't involved in, they kept cutting to see her dancing. It's like, give Robin Thicke his moment. He's been around for a long time. He's finally getting some great success. Let him have it.
Well, we have to turn gears to Lady Gaga. We're going from one star that hasn't quite found themselves to someone that really has truly honed in on her image. I thought this performance was incredibly interesting, a little lackluster from the shock and awe she usually does. But what are your opinions on this?
I was very confused in the beginning because I thought she might have been wearing a toilet costume with that first white headpiece that she had on. It was cool. She looked good. She sounded good. That was the one prop, is that she did dance, like crazy, and she did sing. Whether it was over a track or not, she was definitely still singing and sounded good. Yeah, it wasn't the Gaga that I think we were expecting, coming out in an egg and dancing in like a paper bag. But it was still, it was Gaga.
It was Gaga being Gaga, and she was true to herself. And I thought, we haven't seen or heard from her for a while. I thought she looked beautiful, and more importantly, her voice sounded beautiful.
And one of the awards that we're seeing this year that we might not be familiar with is Best Music Video with a Social Message. Macklemore took this away along with Best Hip Hop Video. It seems to be like the night was kind of a subtle, tribute to Macklemore and everything he stood for. What are you thinking about this guy? I love him, but some people have a little bit mixed feelings.
I think it's great. It's very cool that a song like this, I mean, we play it all the time here at KISS, and it's a huge song nationally. And the fact that it won an award and they were able to make the message, and especially, they cut around the crowd when he was talking. You could see everybody was very in tune and listening to what he had to say. It's just a cool moment that he was able to take the stage for that.
I do have to say that it was kind of strange. Out of nowhere, Jennifer Hudson came out. I didn't quite understand what they were going for. I love Mary Lambert. I do believe her name is. But
yeah, she does a great job doing it. I'm not sure why they brought.
They didn't explain it. It was just sort of like, now Jennifer Hudson's on the stage.
You really couldn't take away from, out of all four of them, from Macklemore's star power. He really is just so classy, whether he's in a tux like he was last night or in a crazy big fur coat. He's just interesting and classy. I can't wait to see where he goes next.
Now, I have to admit that after Macklemore, I went to bed. It was kind of late, a little bit past my bedtime.
Me too.
But so we don't really know. I know that Katy Perry also had a couple moments. You're going to have to fill both of us in because we were sleeping away.
I know. I'm not normally up this early either, so it was a long night to wake up early. But Katy Perry, yeah, she closed the show underneath the Brooklyn Bridge, which was really cool. She was supposed to do it on top of the bridge, but last minute they took the permit away, so she had to do it under the bridge.
Still looks cool.
It was cool. It was set up like a boxing ring. I thought it was good. It was a big dance number. She sounded good. I thought it was a really cool way to end the show.
Her face looks stunning there, I just have to say. Doesn't she? I don't know. I think she's on some like skincare commercials. It must be working.
Something.
All right, Judd.
Well, and the best part is she did this awesome jump roping routine in the middle of the whole dance thing, and I couldn't jump rope for that. Like, it was like a minute of jump roping, doing really fast and tricks. It's like I couldn't even jump rope like 3 times in a row, let alone in the middle of like choreographed music.
While singing on top of that as well.
Yeah, while singing on top, exactly.
All right, Judd, thank you so much for joining us. It's always good to get the experts' opinions on something that we love to talk about. And, of course, you can always listen to Judge on KISS 98.5. But right now we're going to head over to Emily Lenahan, our web producer.